What are you guys having for dinner tonight? At the Hosting House, we are having a homemade chili with cornbread and honey butter. This recipe is so easy, so delicious, one of my favorites. So let me show you how we make it. Here is everything you're gonna need for the chili. We've got ground beef, diced tomatoes, a couple cans of beef broth, a few cans of dark red kidney beans, cornstarch, 1 green pepper, some scallions, garlic, and then all of your chili seasonings. I'm also going to be pairing this with cornbread. This one's really yummy. I've made it before. So we will just make the cornbread and serve it up with honey butter. Let's get going. It is currently about 1:10 right now, and I like to let my chili simmer for several hours, at least 4 hours. So I'm getting it started now, and then we'll eat dinner around like 5 or 6. I've got my big soup pot on the stove here, and I'm gonna put it on like medium-high heat and add a couple tablespoons of olive oil. Let that start getting heated up. Okay, so I'm just going to dice up my green pepper, scallion whites. You can use onion. My husband just has like kind of a sensitivity to it. It gets really bad heartburn, so I always substitute scallion whites. It's a really good hack if you also suffer with heartburn. He doesn't have a problem with these, so I don't know, it works for us. And then I'm also going to mince up probably about 5 cloves of garlic. I always get a bag out to put all my trash in. Don't have to dice these up too small, just nice sized pieces like that. Okay, and I'm just gonna go ahead and add those right to my pan and then continue to dice up my scallion whites. This is also my mama's chili recipe. Shout out to Tony and Susie Miller's on the Move. This recipe is so good, you guys. You've got to make it. I just cut the greens off of the scallion, so I'm just gonna kind of wipe them up. I just get like a wet paper towel and wipe the scallion whites. That's how I clean them. And it works really good. Just kind of pushing it down, it makes the like exterior part go to the bottom and it gets it all clean. And then just kind of mince these up as much as you can. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add these to my skillet as well. And then go ahead and just give it a stir. Okay, let's mince our garlic. And then to our pot, I'm just gonna add in the minced garlic. I'm gonna add in another tablespoon of olive oil. And then our 80/20 ground beef. Break it all up. We're just gonna let that start to brown and then we will add in our seasonings. Okay, now that our meat has started to brown, I'm gonna add in my seasonings. Now listen, I am a girl who seasons with her heart. I don't measure my seasonings, so just know I go pretty heavy on the seasonings. I think that's what makes your food so delicious, and I'll try to give you like a rough estimate of how much I think I'm putting in. Let's go. Salt and pepper, of course. And soups, in my opinion, need a lot of seasoning. Salt. I'd probably start with about a ½ teaspoon of everything and then just kind of season it to taste. I taste my chili a lot while it's cooking, and I keep adding more seasoning as I find it fit, as I need to, so that's what I highly recommend. Garlic powder. Onion powder. A little bit of seasoning salt. I do go a little bit lighter on the seasoning salt because I don't want it like too salty. Parsley flakes. Chili powder, obviously. And cumin. Chili needs a lot of cumin. Honestly, I might end up using the other half of this jar. I'll let you know how much I use. I had a half and I used about half of the half. So I'm gonna start with that for now for seasonings. As our chili simmers and cooks throughout the day, we can always add more. I'm gonna let my chili continue to cook up here for a few more minutes before I add in everything else. And what's super nice and easy is everything else is kind of just like you dump it in. A 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes. I will either use 3 or 4 cans of dark red kidney beans. I kind of decipher it once I get everything in and I kind of look at the ratios of it and see if I think I need more. But I'm gonna start with 3 cans of dark red kidney beans and then beef broth. The same thing, I have 2 cans out. I don't know how much I'll use exactly. It kind of just depends on the ratios of it. This looks perfect, so let's jump in all of the rest of our ingredients. Our diced tomatoes, kidney beans with the juice, and our beef broth. I'm gonna switch the heat to high, bring it up to a boil. Once it's boiling, reduce it down to low, put a lid on it, and we're gonna let it simmer for several hours before we add our slurry to thicken it. Okay, our chili is boiling now. I'm just gonna give it a stir, reduce the heat to low, cover it with the lid, and I will see you guys in a few hours. Also, make sure to come in here and stir your chili every so often, about like every 20-ish minutes to keep it from sticking to the bottom. It is about 4:20 now, so our soup has been simmering for a few hours. Let's check on it, and I'm gonna go ahead and make my cornbread now, so I've got that all baked up. I'm guessing we'll eat around like 5:30 or 6. We're also gonna add the slurry to our chili now, so let's do it. It's looking so good. Our cornbread is gonna be super simple. We're just gonna make this box. I'm just gonna follow the directions on the back, put it in my greased baking dish, and pop it in the oven. It says about 30 minutes. Sometimes I find it takes longer than that. That's why I wanna kinda get like a jump start on it, because it's fine if it's sitting out. 2/3 cup of milk. 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, and 1 egg. Just gonna whisk it all together. Spray it with cooking spray. Go ahead and pop this in the oven now. I'll start with like 25 minutes, and I'm just gonna keep checking it, sticking a toothpick in until it comes out clean. I'm so sad because honestly my secret ingredient in a cornbread mix is actual corn, but I don't have any, and I thought I did. I usually will just like drain a can of corn, pour that in the mix, stir it together, and that is so good in it. I don't have any today though, so we're just going with classic cornbread. Let's put it in the oven and bake it. Time to add our slurry to the chili now. All a slurry is cornstarch and water. So I'm gonna start with about 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, whisk it together with like a little bit of water, pour it in, stir it up, and then I'll kind of look at the consistency and the thickness. If I need to add more, I'll simply add more. Once I get my slurry in there, we will also taste for seasoning as well. So just put your cornstarch in your bowl. You really just need a small bowl because you're just gonna use a little bit of water. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna start with 3 tablespoons and a little bit of water. You can see there, I just added a little bit of water to it. I'm just gonna use a fork, kind of whisk it together until it feels smooth. Now there's no more clumps, we're gonna pour it into our chili. As you can see right now, the consistency is like pretty liquidy. Once we add the slurry in, it's going to make it perfect and thick, and it kind of adds like a luxurious mouthfeel to it. I don't know if you can tell, it's starting to like look thicker. The broth starts to look like a little bit more on the creamy side. Not like a cream-based soup, but it kind of makes it just look more thick, if that makes sense. I can already tell I'm gonna want this like a little bit thicker, so I'm gonna mix up a couple more tablespoons of the slurry. Okay, so I just whisked up 2 more tablespoons here. I'm debating if I want to put another can of kidney beans in my chili. Like looking at the ratio, it just doesn't seem like enough beans in it to me. Okay, I'm gonna add 1 more can of drained kidney beans this time, just because I can tell I want a little bit more beans in it. I think 1 more can will be perfect. Yeah, that looks perfect. It's looking so, so good. Yum. You see, I can tell it's just like kind of gotten thicker now. The consistency looks a little bit different of the broth. That's perfect. That's exactly what you want. What I'm gonna do now is go ahead and taste it for seasoning and see where we're at. I know me, and it's probably already gonna need more seasoning, so let's try it. It's getting there, but it definitely needs more seasoning. It needs all of the seasoning. I'm just gonna do like another round of what I did the first time. Pepper, salt, garlic powder, onion powder, chili powder, cumin. Okay, let me stir it all together and try it again. See where we're at. I like to do this part and taste for seasoning about an hour-ish before I'm ready to serve so that it can kind of marinate in all those flavors again. I told you chili needs a lot of cumin. I ended up using the rest of that. So I literally use a half a jar of cumin in my chili. It's so good. Okay, I think this is perfect now. I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid back on for about another hour-ish until we're ready to eat. So here we have the finished cornbread with honey and then cinnamon honey butter. And this is what the finished chili looks like. You can see it's nice and thick. It's so delicious. And then we like to top ours. I've got cheese, saltine crackers, sour cream, and then I like a little cayenne on top. After cooking all day, it's done now, so let's try it. It looks so good. I've made this 100 times, so I know it's good. It's one of my favorite dinners ever, and it might seem strange to pair it with cornbread, but I'm telling you, it's like the most delicious pairing. They go so good together. It's really, really delicious. Let's try it. It is so, so good, and the cayenne in it is like perfect if you love a little bit of spice like I do. And then with the cornbread. It is so delicious. You've got to try this recipe and let me know what you think. What are you having for dinner tonight?